is your message to Georgia voters? Is it the same on brand with President Trump? Do you find yourself aligned with many of his beliefs? Obviously, what we've seen with Iran moving forward, his message of affordability. Do you find yourself aligned with President Trump?
Absolutely. No, we're 100% pro-Trump. We're fully supportive of what he's done since coming into office in January 2025 and inheriting an absolute mess from the Biden administration. And so what I tell voters, and this is one of the most important things that I was hearing out on the campaign trail, is voters in Georgia 14 wanted to find a fighter for President Trump on Capitol Hill. And that's certainly what I brought to this race. And combined with my experience in being that fighter on Capitol Hill for President Trump, we think that's why he endorsed our campaign. So looking forward to getting up there and winning this thing in the runoff and being up there and fighting for the good people of Northwest Georgia and for President Trump.
You're also a lieutenant colonel, Air National Guard. Your thoughts on the strikes in Iran? There's now new reports that the Iran supreme leader says he's basically doubling down on the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. They want to use it as leverage. This as oil prices continue to go up.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're fully supportive of the work that President Trump is doing in the region, as Secretary Hegseth and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Kane. So I deployed to the Middle East from May to November of 2024. The American people, and I'm hearing this from voters as well, this is a regime that has killed or maimed thousands of Americans since 1979, is sown chaos in the region. And what President Trump has done is long-term is going to bring peace to the region, peace to the world. And President Trump is the peace president. And that's what he's trying to do in the region. And that's what he's done since coming into office in January of 2025. And the voters understand that that's the overall strategic object, and
Sure.
The voters here are supportive of them.
Let me get back to your race. I know it's going to a runoff with you, Democrat Sean Harris. This is for Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. If we can show control, again, just the numbers, the polling numbers that we've seen, the number of voters that came out to support you, to support Sean Harris, obviously were very even. But here's the thing about it. You had a pool full of candidates. There it is on your screen. Colton Moore, Brian Stover, so many more. But if I consolidated that number, you wouldn't be going to a runoff. Are you upset with the other Republicans that maybe didn't coalesce around you? Because this could have been wrapped up. I'm just speaking from a 30,000-foot vantage point of the Republican slim majority in the House. They obviously need this seat. Clay, what are your thoughts there? You could have won this thing had you not had so many in the running.
Absolutely.
No, that's important for your viewers to understand. There were 12 other Republican candidates in the race, and it was a remarkable accomplishment for my team and our campaign to nearly beat the Democrat in this race. But it's important to remind voters for the runoff coming up on April 7th, we've got to defeat the radical left, and that's exactly what Sean Harris is. I'm not mad at any Republican that stayed in the race, but the time for unity is now. The time for us to coalesce and come together and support President Trump and send a fighter to Capitol Hill is now. I hate that we don't have representation this week up there on Capitol Hill, but we always focus on what we can control, and so we're going to go and try to unite the party here in Georgia 14 to defeat the radical left on April 7th.
All right, that is Clay Fuller, again, running for that seat, replacing Marjorie Taylor Greene. Runoff coming up in April. Good to see you. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.